my friends out there, how is it going? This is the Sheila Skater. I'm here for Shit Magazine and obviously for skating. In this way, let's take your skateboard and let's skate the world, because today is going to be epic.
I need to ask, do you think that heel flips are harder than kick flips? Do you think that backside rotations are harder than frontside rotations? Do you think that grinding with your truck it's harder than sliding with your board? Very weird when it comes to how difficult it's each of the tricks, because you know, skateboarding is a whole thing and you know that. What a bunch of really hard and weird tricks, don't you think? Anyway, we are at this spot right here and we're gonna study the difficulty behind the tricks in a practical way. Today we are going to do a lot of tricks because we need to check if there is an exact rule to know why a trick is harder than other. However, we are going to wait some skaters, and in the meantime, for our first part, we are going to talk about backside and frontside rotations, because I think it's one of the basics. What do you think? Which is harder, frontsides or backsides? Many people think that backside rotations are harder than frontsides because, as its name says, we are like giving our back to the world. We are not seeing what is happening for a few milliseconds, and that could be scary when we are learning this trick for the first time. And in the other hand, we have frontsides. In those we are seeing what we have in front, and in that way seems to be more easy. But I don't know, this is a kind of weird, because when I was learning I thought that frontsides were easier than backsides. But in the actual days I just fucking love backsides, and I think that they are easier than frontsides. I shall open the discussion on this. Which is your favorite trick? Which was the trick that you learned the first? I want to know what you think. Let me know your opinion in the comments below.
Let's go for a couple of flat ground tricks rotations.
Now we are going to the sliding part in skateboarding, the most scary part for me. You know, a lot of negative possibilities.
Down Loy 18.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't breathe. But I don't want to scare you. I know that you are going to be a fucking master of the rails. What do you think about the sliding or grinding with your skateboard?
Grinds or slides? Alright, what do you think? When it comes to tail slides or nose slides, which is harder? What do you think? I just have problems with the nose slides. I just think that it's very sketchy to put your front foot with strongness, you know? This is very sketchy, but we will try it. I think that the tail tricks are easier than the nose tricks. But what do you think? I just think that this is skateboarding, and as always, it's about you. Let's go for more skating.
Nice grind and slide tricks. Now we are going to do flip in slide tricks. What do you think about this kind of tricks? I think that is really difficult to get the technique for this part. You need high precision, too much skills, and a bunch of tries before you can do flipping slides and slides flip out with your skateboard.
Kickflip back tail, dude. He's fucking killing it! He knows how to skate, dude.
It's not the same doing a grind trick in a ledge than in a rail, because when you are grinding with your board in a ledge, the width of that ledge will make you feel more comfortable in your balance. On the other hand, when you are grinding a rail, you need to be more focused with your trick in order to keep that balance. In that way, many people would agree that rails are more scary than ledges. And talking about objects in which you can grind or slide, what do you think? Do you prefer the rails or the ledges? I think that it all depends on your personal experience, you know? I want to ask, how was that first experience with a rail or with a ledge? Because the first times, the first tries, and the first experiences are going to shape the fear that you feel for some tricks and for some obstacles. For example, if you ask to Mike Mo what he thinks about rails, he will answer something like this.
Try to convince myself every once in a while that I'm going to try to learn how to skate rails, and then I try to learn them and I just eat shit and I don't like rails. I'm done with rails.
And why is that? If you have followed the Mike Mo's skateboarding career, you will find that he have had bad experiences skating rails.
I hate rails!
But when it comes to skate ledges and hubas, this is how Mike Mo will respond. Great tricks, great style, Mike Mo. You are such a big inspiration for the skateboarding community. Thank you for your tricks, thank you for your style, thank you for everything that you have done in skateboarding. But well, the point is that everything in skateboarding depends on the mindset that you have. Now we are going with gazelle spins. But what is the magic behind this trick? You need to keep in mind that a gazelle spin is like a fusion between a 360 rotation trick and a big spin trick. Nothing more, nothing else, just a fusion between these two tricks. Think in trunks and goten.
Boys, ready?
Fusion! Ha!
Whoa, it worked!
Wow, feel that? What power! He's the one, all right. There's no doubt about it.
You got it? If you want to go practical and effective learning this trick, you just need to keep in mind these 3 steps. First, understand the science behind the gazelle trick that you want to do. Let's see this with an example. As you can see, this trick of Juan Oliveira, a switch heel flip gazelle, is a fusion between a switch frontside 360 and a switch heel flip big spin.
Again!
Now you understand the science of the trick that you want to land, but the question is, Do you have these both tricks that are the base for your gazelle spin trick? Remember that if you want a nice gotenks, then you need a nice trunk and a nice goten. Do you know what I mean? Once you have your base tricks mastered, you can go for the gazelle spin. You just need to practice a lot. Your first gazelle spin versions might not look as you want, but if you are committed with this trick, you will get the results that you are expecting very soon. And that's the science behind the gazelle spins, a classy and a very nice trick. Do you want this trick in your repertoire? Let's go for some practice because this trick demands that a lot.
And that's it for today, guys. Such a nice skateboarding session, a lot of hard tricks, a lot of talent, and I just want to say that I'm very excited about what is going to come for skateboarding in the next years and with the next generations of skateboarders. Our 2020 days, but the future is coming for skateboarding. Good vibes, my fellas, and skate safe.